Hey YouTubers, today I'm going to show you how to set up VoteSend, the plugin for to allow you to send votes to each one of your servers if you're running on a bungee cord or a lily pad. I'll be using bungee cord today. So to set it up, you're going to go to VoteSend. I'll have all the links in the description. You download it, click and drag to your desktop. Votifier. Download it, click and drag to your desktop. And I like to use this listener because it's easy to set up and it's really nice, and it's always being updated. And actually, well, this one has been updated last year, but still it's a really good plugin and it works. And the plugin is called Give Anything Listener. Download it and then put it to your desktop. Okay, so when you've done that, go to where your servers are located. Here, let me move this over here. Gets out of the way. Alright. So your bungee cord, you don't need to add anything onto it. Even though there's a plugins folder, you're not allowed to put any plugins from Bucket onto it because it will cause an error and it won't allow it to work. So you go to your server. So your main server, the one when you join, that's the server that allows you to join onto it. That's the one that you put Votifier and VoteSend onto, and that should be your port 8192. So okay, so this is your main server, the one where everyone joins at the start. Go to plugins. You take vote. Let me delete those. Okay. GA listener. I need to download those too. Sorry. Keep. Alright. Okay. I like to rename them so they're actually like. I don't like that dumb one. Okay. This is the lobby server. It's the server everyone joins. And what's it called? This is what you have to put in there. You have to put Votifier into it, and then you put VoteSend into it, and GA Listener. But you see how these three are in there? Take them, copy GA Listener, paste it onto your desktop, copy Votifier, paste it onto your desktop. Okay, so now go back and start the server and let the configs generate. You have to wait. Ooh, I got an error. Well, not from Votifier, from, let me see what it is. I don't know what that is, but well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure the configs have generated, so you can stop the server. Just do stop. Okay. Now you go into your plugins. Go into, see GA Listener is open. The config for GA Listener is pretty straightforward. It's a plugin that lets you set up any type of item you want to give them, or let's say someone votes and they're lucky, you can give them like a special item that they can get. And here are some, they're pretty easy to follow codes that you can put into here. So here's the lucky vote and stuff like that. So if you're lucky, you actually get this item. But usually for default, people get this. I disable it because I don't really need it, but if I need it later, then I'll enable it. So that has worked. So now let's go to Votifier. You go to your config, and our config, the host is 0.0.0.0. You can change that host to whatever you'd like. So you could change it to, let's say you have it under your own IP and you know your IP, you can put it. So for example, if your IP is 27.69.69.69, then you just use that and it'll still work. But let's say you have a host and you don't really know what it is, just do 0.0.0.0, or you could do local host, that would work too. But I would recommend just doing 0.0.0.0. And then the port for the first server, it should be 8192, and the port should be open. And then you'll have to open up, let's say you have 3 servers, you'd have to open up 2 more ports for your other 2 servers so the Votifier could work on it. So we do file save. It's already saved. Okay. Now we go to VoteSend config, and this is your VoteSend. Okay. So let's say right now I have 3 servers, so I'm gonna copy and paste this. Copy, enter, paste. Okay, so I have 3 servers, rename that to 4. Okay, so the IP would be the IP of the network. So as I said, 27.69.69.69 would be the example. But in my case, I'll put 0.0.0.0 because that's the default. Also, the Votifier that's on your main hub server, do not put it in here because it'll make an infinite loop. So let's say someone votes, then they'd get their whole inventory. Let's say you have 5 diamonds for the vote. That vote would, when that person votes on the server, the loop would keep going and going, and it would give you, your whole inventory would be filled with diamonds because so you're saying that on this server, when this server is activated, I want you to put the diamonds on this server. But then that server is activated, so it goes back to the VoteSend, and it keeps making a loop and loop. So here, do 8193, 8194, 81. Actually, wait. I'm just gonna keep it all 2, not to confuse you. Okay. So the first one, let's change it to 3. Right now we have a key, but we don't know it yet because we haven't set it up on the server. So we go into your other server. So mine is factions. Go to plugins, and I don't have. Actually, I do have Votifier saved onto here, but I'll delete it. Delete Votifier. Okay, now put the Votifier into here and GA listener. Actually, wait. Should copy it and then paste it into here. And then copy this Votifier, paste it back so that we don't have to keep like going back into and stuff. So let's start the server and let them generate the configs. Everything seems to be working perfectly fine. Now we can do stop. Okay, now we'll go into our plugins. Votifier config. Okay, now their first server, you're gonna have to change the port because that other Votifier in your hub server is running on this port already. So you have to change this port to 8193 because I'm pretty sure everyone's port is open on this one. So you file, save that. Now you go to your RSA, go to your public key. You take this, copy it, and then you exit out of that, and I'll go back to where we set up VoteSend. That would be on your hub server. I call my hub server and where everyone joins the lobby. Go to plugins. Now you go to your VoteSend plugin. Go to its config, the Votifier key. Put in here what we just copied. So that would be the Votifier key. Just paste it into there. Make sure there's only 1 space. And so now we set up our first server according to here too, and it's running on this port. Do file save. Let me get out all these other configs. Okay. Now let's set up our next one. This one will be running on 8.8. Well, okay, we'll just close that for now. We're gonna go back. So now my faction server is set up. Next server is mini games. So I go onto here, go to plugins, and then we copy these, paste it into there. So I have GA listener and Votifier, and then you go back, start your server, let the configs load. Someone messaged me on here. because they want me to come back on the server.